The term gender itself is problematic. It was first used in the sense that was not simply about grammar by sexologists who were involved in normalizing intersex infants. They used the term to mean the behavioral characteristics they considered most appropriate for persons of one or other biological sex. Their purpose was not progressive. These were conservative men who believed that there should be clear differences between the sexes and sought to create distinct sex categories through their projects of social engineering. Unfortunately, the term was adopted by some feminist theorists in the 1970s. Before the term gender was adopted, the term more usually used to describe the socially constructed characteristics was sex roles. The word role connotes a social construction and was not susceptible to the degeneration that has afflicted the term gender and enabled it to be wielded so effectively by transgender activists. End of quote. If Simone de Beauvoir could write The Second Sex without using the word gender, and Kate Millett didn't need it neither to write sexual politics, why can't we live without it? Millett uses instead as a leitmotif throughout her book the trio of concepts role, status, and temperament, which make explicit the main components of sex roles and the power relations they enforce. Even the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW from 1981, doesn't include the word gender at all. In The Creation of Patriarchy, published in 1986, Gerda Lerner says, gender is a cultural definition of behavior defined as appropriate to the sexes in a given society at a given time. Gender is a set of cultural roles. It is a costume, a mask, a straitjacket in which men and women dance their unequal dance. Unfortunately, the term is used both in academic discourse and in the media as interchangeable with sex. In fact, its widespread public use probably is due to its sounding a bit more refined than the plain word sex, with its nasty connotations. Such usage is unfortunate because it hides and mystifies the difference between the biological given, sex, and the culturally created, gender. Feminists, above all others, should want to point out that difference and should therefore be careful to use the appropriate words.